Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Tennis epic comebacks. Coco Gauff, Eva Lys and Amanda Anisimova battle back from a set down to victory. Face screaming in fear fire. Tennis is a sport of razor-thin margins. A single point can turn despair into hope, frustration into fire, defeat into triumph. Nowhere is this more visible than in the art of the comeback. The ability to claw one's way back from the brink, to rewrite a story already leaning toward heartbreak. On a fateful day across 3 courts, 3 women, Coco Gauff, Eva Lys, and Amanda Anisimova, proved why comebacks are the heartbeat of the game. Each dropped the opening set. Each looked vulnerable. Each was counted out at some moment. And yet, each turned the tide with resilience, courage, and brilliance. The scoreboards eventually flashed victories, but behind those numbers lay sagas of sweat, belief, and refusal to surrender. Coco Gauff, the champion's resolve. The setback. Coco Gauff entered her match with the weight of expectations. Already a U.S. Open champion at just 20, she carries herself with the aura of a star, but also the pressure of always being the one others target. Her opponent, hungry and sharp, struck first. With precision serves and fearless ground strokes, Gauff found herself rattled. The first set slipped away 4-6, leaving the crowd murmuring. Is the champion vulnerable today? The turning point. In moments like these, champions don't panic, they adapt. Gauff took a long pause at the changeover, staring into her towel, whispering to herself. The shift began with her serve. She dialed up the aggression, landing high-percentage first serves, and started dictating play. Her famous backhand, crisp, reliable, punishing, began to fire down the line, breaking her opponent's resistance. The fight back. Second set, Gauff raced ahead 6-2, feeding off the crowd, pumping her fists after every winner. Final set. It became a showcase of speed and grit. Gauff tracked down drop shots, turned defense into offense, and forced her opponent into errors. With one final booming serve, she sealed the victory. The lesson? For Gauff, this comeback wasn't just about winning. It was about champion's DNA, the ability to suffer, adjust, and then rise higher. She didn't let the pressure cage her. She turned it into fuel. Eva Lys, the German underdog's breakthrough. The early struggles. Eva Lys, the young German, doesn't yet carry the household recognition of Gauff. She's not yet on magazine covers or splashed across billboards. But on this night, she played like a woman who wanted to make her name known. Yet, the match didn't begin kindly. Nervous errors, double faults, and shaky forehands gifted the first set 3-6 to her opponent. The commentator speculated. Perhaps the occasion is too much for her. The spark. Something changed in the second set. Lys stopped overthinking. She began stepping into the court, taking balls earlier, trusting her instincts. Suddenly, her flat, powerful backhand started to rip winners. Her movement grew lighter, her confidence sharper. At 4-4, she played her best game of the match. 3 blistering winners and a clutch serve gave her the lead. She never looked back. The climb. Second set, 6-4 Lys. Third set, she surged ahead 5-2 with fearless hitting. Even when nerves tried to creep in, she silenced them with bravery. On match point, she fired an ace, a bold exclamation mark to a stunning turnaround. The impact. For Eva Lys, this comeback was a breakthrough moment. It wasn't just about advancing to the next round. It was about proving to herself and to the wider tennis world that she belonged, that she could fight from behind, that she could rise under fire. Amanda Anisimova, redemption in motion, the shadow of the past. Amanda Anisimova has lived many tennis lives already, though she's only in her early 20s. Once hailed as a prodigy with Grand Slam semifinal runs, she's also faced personal tragedy and career interruptions that tested her spirit. Returning to the tour with renewed purpose, every match feels like both a challenge and a healing. The struggle. Her match started disastrously. Rust showed. Mistimed forehands, broken serves, and visible frustration saw her drop the first set 2-6. She looked downward, her body language heavy, as whispers grew. Is Amanda truly ready to be back at this level? The inner fire. But champions, even fallen ones, always have embers glowing. Anisimova found hers. She began trusting her forehand again, hitting with depth and clarity. She moved more fluidly, regained her rhythm, and channeled her pain into power. The second set became her canvas. Winners down the line, drop shots that froze her opponent, and serves that clipped the lines. The crescendo. Second set, 6-3 Anisimova. Third set, a drama of nerves and brilliance. At 4-4, Anisimova played the point of the match, a 26-shot rally ending with a screaming backhand down the line. The crowd erupted. At 5-4, she served the match, closing out with 3 aces and 4 points, a redemption written in thunder. The meaning. For Amanda, this was more than a win. It was a personal resurrection, a message that she is still here, still dangerous, still capable of artistry under pressure, threads of resilience. Though their paths were different, the comebacks of Gauff, Lys, and Anisimova shared common threads. Mental fortitude. None allowed the first set to define them. Adaptation. Each adjusted strategies mid-match, finding new answers. Heart. Above all, they fought, not for rankings or headlines, but for pride and belief. Tennis is often described as lonely. No teammates, no substitutions, just you and your will. On this day, 3 women showed that even when alone, they were unbreakable. The crowd and cultural impact. The arenas shook with energy. Fans love a straight sets domination, but nothing electrifies a stadium like a comeback. Gasps with every save break point. Roars with every crucial winner. Silence before every second serve. On social media, hashtags trended. Hashtag Gauff Power. Hashtag Eva Rising. Hashtag Anisimova returns. Clips of their most dramatic points went viral. Analysts praised their resilience. Former players nodded knowingly, because they've lived those moments too, beyond the victories. These weren't just wins. They were chapters in longer stories. For Coco Gauff, proof that even champions must fight from behind, and that she's built for it. For Eva Lys, a career-defining breakthrough that could spark her rise into the top tier. For Amanda Anisimova, a healing triumph, a message that her talent hasn't dimmed, her journey isn't over. Conclusion, the beauty of tennis. In the end, the scores read: Gauff def, opponent 4-6, 6-2, 6-3. Lys def, opponent 3-6, 6-4, 6-2. Anisimova def, opponent 2-6, 6-3, 6-4. But numbers cannot capture the drama. They cannot convey the fire in Gauff's eyes, the relief in Lys's smile, the tears in Anisimova's gaze. 3 women, 3 stories, 1 shared truth. Tennis is never over until the last ball is struck. And that day, the world was reminded, comebacks aren't accidents. They're born of courage, grit, and an unyielding refusal to let go. Epic comebacks, indeed. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.